Hello everyone, it's Thursday. I'm out on location watching some trains tonight. It's a little bit breezy, so I apologize if the audio quality is a little less than ideal. Anyway, so last week it was 10 years ago that I graduated from high school. Insert random photos of me during my senior year here. Yes, I know I look exactly the same as I did 10 years ago. Please stop telling me that. I've talked a little bit about my high school experience in the past, but I largely tend to stay away from that area of my life. I mean, I didn't have a bad high school experience, but as with anything in life, there are inevitably things that I would go back and have done differently. Now, this video isn't going to be me telling you all the things I would go back and do differently in high school. I could spend a lot more than a few minutes telling you all that. What I would like to do, though, is just talk a bit about how high school is not the end of everything. For some reason, and I don't know where we get this from, but the trend in modern society, or at least in Hollywood, maybe that's the answer there, anyway, is that high school is the be-all and end-all to everything. Essentially, the way I understand it, high school is supposedly our peak. Now, I don't know about you, but if my peak was in high school, I am in for a terrible remainder of my adult life. If all we have to enjoy in life happens in high school, then what is the whole purpose of furthering our education in college, or joining a fraternity, or taking up a trade, or doing something else that we enjoy in our adult lives? You see this portrayed heavily in various movies and sometimes TV shows geared toward young people, where the main message of the show seems to be that high school is the place where you make a name for yourself. And if you fail, then the rest of your life will also be a failure. These movies and TV shows also portray high school as the place where it seems to always be an issue when someone wants to do something new or try something that interests them that is different from what they normally do. This can often lead to backlash from friends, parents, and sometimes teachers. There's also this idea that you can get pretty much anything you want if you're popular enough, or if you make people feel sorry for you enough. Essentially, Hollywood's depiction of high school isn't really what high school is like at all. Like, when I think back to my high school experience, I did not want to be like the popular students, mostly because the popular students were the really smart ones, the ones that had all honors classes and would silently judge the rest of us who had all college prep classes and could barely scratch out a passing grade in an honors class. I also wasn't into all of the things that everyone else seemed to be into. I didn't follow sports, I didn't play video games or watch the television shows that many of the other students watch. I basically existed in high school as someone who just got by because he put forth the best, at times minimum, effort required to succeed. I also didn't have many close friends. I mean, people knew who I was because of being in band, and I was also the weatherman for the school's news channel, but just because people knew me didn't make me feel any more popular than those students who I would have classified as being popular. In short, and I'm getting on a tangent here and I'm sorry about that, my high school experience, while at times very stressful and anxiety-inducing, could have been a lot worse than it actually was. I actually had a pretty good time in high school, all things considered. For the last 10 years, I've told pretty much every person I've met that I would never go to a high school reunion because, well, why would I want to see people who couldn't care less about me and pretty much made my high school experience the stressful and anxiety-inducing time it was? But something in me has changed recently, and I don't know why. There was a moment about a year ago where I was seriously considering attending my 10-year reunion. Now, since the pandemic has hit, I'm not even sure if there is going to be one because, like many other things, it might fall victim to cancellation if there even was one to begin with. If you take anything from what I've rambled on about for the last few minutes, know that high school is not the end of everything for you. It's not the peak of your life. For some, it's barely even the start of the uphill grade. There's so much more out there beyond high school that you have to look forward to. Go and look for those things. Have those experiences. Don't let high school be your ultimate destiny, because it's not. Take care, God bless, I'll see you all later.